Good evening everyone, welcome back to a Chartner technical analysis video. Today we will be covering Shrapnel, the ticker is SHRAP against USDT on the weekly time frame. Before I start, this video is not financial advice and is all for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you do enjoy the content, please do give it a thumbs up, a comment, or maybe even a subscribe if I'm lucky. Diving into the content for SHRAP. So before I actually get into anything, there's a video that I posted a couple of weeks ago on SHRAP where it was at around 14 cents and I posted a double top pattern on the chart. So let me get this up on YouTube quickly so I can show you guys what I mean. So yeah, this is the video I posted a couple of weeks ago, and you can see here we had this double top pattern, this level of support, and I said, hey look, at 14 cents we was on our way down to at least the 0.50 at 12, and failing to hold that, I think I was expecting a lot of relief, but we continued to push down and we actually met the double top target here, which was bang on the 0.618 at 0.088. Now I believe SHRAP did wick below that and it went down to 7.9 or something silly like that, but it hasn't closed on the weekly below the 0.618. So let's go back over to the video and again, from where this target has been met, see what could be next for Shrapnel. So back here on the charts, we'll just get that on for us now to get us up to date, but we had this double top pattern as I mentioned, and we had this target which was from the all-time high back down to the neckline, and where you broke down, this was our target, and bang, it was met to an absolute T. So fair play if you did get in, guys, and watch the previous video. But what could happen now that we've met this target? Well, for me at the moment, if we get a simple fib, just like we got a fib from, where was we, this high retracing back to this low to get this target for us, and also from the double top pattern, because it was support on the 0.618, we're going to go from the low now back to this previous high where we've come down from. Again, we had no relief. It was just forced down right here. So it wouldn't surprise me that over the next coming weeks, if we do sort of have a rally back up to previous support that was lost, so you tend to see once these targets are met, you generally start grinding your way back up to where you lost that support and meet it as resistance. So again, I'm not saying this could happen right this week. You know, it could do, who knows? But I think over time we might just have a slow grind and try and work our way back up to around 17 cents at the 0.50, which is around the key area of support that we was previously holding. So we was holding the support level, we lost it. Right now we could potentially be trying to work our way back up to it. So what we need to see is from this double top where we lost this double top pattern, this is a topping out pattern right here. We kind of want to see a bottom structure sort of forming, because we had double top. Right now you want to see a double bottom, or you want to come back for a higher low than this low. It's all about holding this wick low right now at this 0.079. But I do think that this potential correction is in here, and this could be the low for the cycle, because we've had this A, B, really large extensive C wave play out, and I think from here, if we do start rallying up, we have key levels of resistance above, and that is at 17 and 21 cents. There are key areas of resistance we do need to break above. Zooming into the daily time frame, which is a little bit more intricate here for us, what you'll notice is where this wick has actually come down to was a little key area of cluster of support that we had back in, where was we here? November 2023. So in November, we came up, we hovered around here for a week or two at around 0.07, and then just melted up to the all-time high. And from this point here in December, we came back for a low. We was holding ascending support. We was holding ascending support here for a little while, and it was some sort of triangle, really and truly. And again, this might have given us the breakdown target equally from this point of contact to this point of contact here, and where you lost the support of that, which was right here, gave the game away. So again, even as some sort of topping out horizontal triangle here, we coiled up, we lost the support, and we've just been shafted back down. And right now at that target is the target's been met. Something else to consider, we've back tested key previous support. It's come back to that low. Now I'm not saying that again from bouncing up over the last couple of days, because this was on the 16th of May, and you can see we've started to come up now and we're trying to hover around the 10 to 12 cent range. It wouldn't surprise me if we do come back here over the next couple of days to look for a higher low. Again, we are meeting resistance at this previous low here on May the 24th, where you can see we lost this support, started rallying down. We had a little bit of relief at around the 12 cent range, bounced up, but then just lost it as support. And now we've ran back into it. So we're trying to break back above this 12 to 13 cent range, but failing to do so, if we do fail to get back above it, so from this low, retracing back to this wave high, because this is where you had a wave down, you had a bit of relief, ran up to resistance and then crashed. So retracing back to this high here at 16 cents, you can see that we are floating around the 11 to 12 cent range and just sort of playing with it at the moment, trying to make our minds up. So if we do lose support here and we do come back in for a higher low at this point and start trajecting downwards, at this point, as long as this low holds, if we are being rejected from this price, simple again, get a fib on from this high back to this low, and already we've had a wick down to the 0.50 at 10 cents. But if we do see some sort of pullback over the next few days, then just look for 10 to 9 cents. And that is where you could potentially put in this higher low. And that would indicate that this wick was the low. You've just come up into resistance, higher low, start coiling up, an ascending triangle, and then back up she goes, starting to retrace back to the targets that she's come down from. And again, I think around 19 cents, yeah, actually we have this wick of support, previous support over here that could act as resistance. So between 14 to 16 cents is quite strong resistance as well. So there is resistance points to break above for us to start picking up here. But you could see that the target on the grand scheme of things has been met. And I do think if we start to pull back now, as long as this low that we've just put in recently on the 16th of May at 0.07, as long as that holds and we can come back and put in a higher low here, if we do retrace and fill this wick in, yesterday's wick, if we do come back and fill that in at around 10 to 9 cents, then hopefully this could be an entry point, as I said, to start looking for an ascending triangle to start building up here, where you are building some foundational bottom over the next coming weeks. But for me, I do think this target's been met on the macro scale of things. If it does come down any further, this is the low we have to hold. Failing to hold that low and being rejected from this high right here back to this low, if this wick gets taken out at 0.07, then we could come back even further to 0.067, and that would be quite another drastic sort of wave down with no relief, I would expect. I wouldn't expect it to sort of calm down anytime soon if that was the case. But as I said, we have met the target. We've bounced back up into previous resistance. We're now looking to come back for a higher level of support on this golden ratio. As long as we can hold that, then I think things may start to look relatively strong for SHRAP over the next coming weeks. Now, the fact that we've actually met this target, I can get a future bull run price prediction, again, just simply off of using this Fibonacci chart. I like to, there's a lot of confluence in charts from previous markets where their 1272 is normally a general target to get met, and a lot of coins push on to their 1618s and 2 fibs as well. But for me, a comfortable move from current price to a 1272 is around a 5x, and the 1618 is at $1.30 at around a 10x away. And if you like to be optimistic and think that SHRAP has the potential, I do, you're looking at a 20x up to the $2.50 range. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. Target's been met. Let's hopefully see our way grinding back up to these levels of resistance we need to get back above again. So you can see here, this was previous support that we came up and we put in a lower high from the all-time high, and then we rolled over. We lost this level of support that we needed to hold. Right now we've met the target from the double top pattern we was talking about. We need to start forming some higher low structural base and running up to 17, 18 area. We need to be careful because this is where it could act as key resistance moving forward. So I hope you enjoyed the content, guys. From Chart Nerd TA, take care, peace out.